Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to be having a bit of a chat about this announcement from our Kabam overlords about some of the mid-season changes coming to Alliance Quest. And there's a lot of really good stuff in here that's either going to go live today or tomorrow. And I'll tell you why I'm a little bit confused. Because on this post it says November 15th, and usually changes like this go live at the start of an Alliance Quest round, but the round starts today on November 14th. So I'm not too sure if the update's going to be today or tomorrow. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see, but it is coming soon. And just bear in mind that these are long planned changes. These have been kind of announced and teased for about like 2 months now, and this is not compensation. So compensation, again, for the bug fiasco that we had that messed out so many players in Alliance Quest Alliance War, that is coming at some point, hopefully this week, if not early next week. But they did say they were very keen to kind of set it right and sort it out this week on several announcement posts toward the end of last week. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see on compensation. However, this update to Alliance Quest is looking really juicy, and I'll tell you about some of the highlights, man, because a lot of people are going to be very happy with this update. So currently, if you want to buy tier 5 basic from the glory store, it's almost 1,300 glory just to get 900 tier 5 basic catalyst fragments. It's just a little bit of a rip-off at the moment, man. So expensive. So one of the biggest updates is that stack of 900 is actually being changed to a stack of 2,250. But not only is it being like increased by about 250% there, but also it's being reduced in terms of the cost down to 900 glory to buy. Absolute insanity. Like, even if you have a look at like the 5th stack as well, that's like 1,100. That's much cheaper than the current rate of tier 5 basic. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane for so many top alliances, because a lot of alliances really grinding it out, get anywhere between about 3,000 to 7,000 glory every single week. And it's a big old stack of glory, like especially up the top. And that means like every single week, if all you're buying is tier 5 basic, and even if you're in like the top, what is it, 30 or so, you've still got about like 2k glory left over to spend on other stuff. It's mad. That is like just over 10,000 tier 5 basic every single week just from the glory store alone. Plus also the ranked rewards have been buffed. It's madness. That is going to increase the amount of tier 5 basic that endgame players get by so much, and also makes it a little bit more accessible to people climbing the ladder, although it's still very expensive in comparison to anything else out there. But it does make tier 5 basic overall a little bit more accessible, so I'm very happy to see that. But yeah, that is almost like triple, quadruple value there on the tier 5 basic, so a really good change. Now, when it comes to the glory store, some of the highlights include that the tier 5 basic catalyst fragments have a reduction of about 100 on almost every single milestone. So the first one, if you want to buy tier 4 basic at the moment, it's currently 400 glory for a stack of 18,000, or half a tier 4 basic, and the base one is going down to 300, 330, 360, 390. So yeah, a really nice slash kind of across the board there. Like, a lot of glory is going to be saved on tier 4 basic, so that's going to be even more accessible there. Also for T4CC, the rotating fragments, the value is essentially being doubled. So currently, you know, every 24 hours you have what is it, 1,800 of a random tier 4, and this is being increased to 3,600. So yeah, like a really nice bump up there. Again, just double value on that one. Also, the cost of the Greater Glory Crystal is being slashed down from 400 to only 250, so almost half in terms of the reduction there. That is really good, especially for my free-to-play account, man, because I need a lot of T4CC. But I think I'm most excited about like the 3,600 T4CC daily, because that one allows you to target the specific class you're after, so that at least is quite exciting to me there. Also, there has been a slight reduction in the cost of the tier 2 alpha fragments. I still think that these could be a little bit more generous, man, but the cost has been reduced by 100 for the very first milestone, and kind of across the board as well. So if you want 1,800 tier 2 alpha fragments, it's only 300 glory there. Still, you know, I'd like to see this a little bit cheaper, just because because you need so much tier 2 alpha. It's honestly mad to like fully max out 5-star champion. So yeah, it'd be very nice to see a further reduction there, but you know, a reduction's a reduction. It's still certainly not too bad. And then also when we come to the rank rewards, there have been quite a few changes, and I think it's best to have like the previous rank rewards and then the current rank rewards, just so you can see the comparison. So this is them from well, this is them currently and for the last 5 months, and on the right hand side are the new updated ones. Now I think the thing that really stood out to me immediately is that #1 spot and the amount of tier 5 basic on the line in comparison to every other rank reward is a little bit crazy. They are really pushing the whale war for 6-star prestige there, because you know many whales have 6-star champions at Sig 200 now, so they're really going to want to band together for this round of Alliance Quest. And also, like, this kind of links into the second feature, the Modifiers, and also the Honor as well. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But if you're #1 in Alliance Quest, that's 20,000 tier 5 basic fragments just from the rank rewards, plus like an additional what is it, 10 and a bit K from the Glory store. You've also just got like general like exploring the map rewards for the tier 5 basic as well, and also the map 6 crystals. So it's a little bit crazy that the #1 alliance is going to be getting very close to a tier 5 basic like every single Alliance quest. That is a little bit mad. On a monthly basis, that's like 4 tier 5 basic. I think it's maybe a bit closer to 3 there, but if you get lucky in the map 6 crystals, 3.5 I think is probably going to be the average. But that's just a bit mad, lads. A bit mad. A bit much. I'm not really too sure how I feel about that still, but hey, you know, Kabam, they've got to milk those whales. They've got to go all in, boys. However, there is good news kind of across the board as well. There's a slight bump for pretty much every single high-tier milestone in the amount of tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha. They've also really smoothed out the tier 5 basic curve, so even if you do drop down a bracket, it's not so much of a steep drop. Also, with the increased availability of tier 5 basic in the Glory store, it's not going to be so bad if you're in the top 10 and drop down to the top 20. Kind of smooths the fall there a little bit, which is very nice to see as well. Also, across the board as well, there's been a slight increase at various milestones, the amount of T4CC, so this is a really nice change to see as well. And if you go down like quite a bit lower into some more of the noob tiers here, we can see that there's been quite a nice bump up to a lot of the tier 4 basic that a player would get, so that's another nice increase to help out some players that are progressing as well. And the amount of T4CC fragments has been extended down even further. Like previously, it was only like the first 11k alliances that got like a little bit of T4CC, and now it's like 16k, and like the amount has just increased and increased per milestone. So yeah, a lot of nice stuff to see kind of across the board there with Alliance Quest. I think they're definitely moving in a really good direction. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of these updated rewards to the ranks and glory store. But also, we don't end there. So there's a couple of other things as well. So the first thing is we've got the Alliance Quest Modifiers and Honor Rewards. Now, Alliance Quest Modifiers are a quote-unquote optional feature of Alliance Quest, because you have the ability to like turn these on and off, and they're optional buffs, optional global nodes to make the Alliance Quest map harder, but also you get more rewards as well. So if we have a look at some of the master ones, it's stuff like Brute Force, Dismay, Hurt Locker, Bane, Special Delivery, and I would say, like, in your average quest, these aren't really nodes that people are like that scared of anymore. However, like, the thing is, like, when it comes to Alliance Quest, potions and revives are really expensive, and they just don't really go far in comparison to the potions that you get in like your average quest there. So this is definitely going to spice up map 7 and map 6 a fair bit for any alliance that looks to partake. I think really you only want to go for these if you are going for a bit of map 7 and you're like on the cutting edge. It's like so easy for you to do. I think we might give them a little bit of a try as well, but also for some of the lower tiers as well, there's just really simple stuff like Armor, Sadist, Opportunist, Plagued Minds, Soft Guard, just some really easy stuff that pretty much like isn't even a node you need to worry about for the the most part there. However, if you can, like, do these additional modifiers and still complete Alliance Quest, you're going to get additional honor milestones as well. And these milestones are pretty mad. Like, factoring in these as well, I think it is 4 Tier 5 basic every single month for the top Alliance. Because if the Alliance wants to, you know, run the modifiers every single round, and you're going to need to do that to get to the very, very top spot, you're going to have to get all these Tier 5 basic fragment milestones anyway. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be 4 Tier 5 basic every single month for the top Alliance, which is mad to think about. So yeah, if we have a look at this Tier 5 basic, man, just the more I look at it, the more ridiculous it gets, because it's I think about like 17k Tier 5 basic every single week. Just madness, man. A lot more Tier 2 alpha as well, and loads of T4cc fragment crystals and Tier 4 basic fragments. So they are completely optional, but again, if you do want to stay in the high ranks of Alliance Quest, your Alliance is probably going to have to push for these, I would assume. So yeah, I still don't really know how I feel about honor milestones and the additional modifiers. Like, the nodes on paper aren't too bad, but I think it's really going to shake up the leaderboard, like, for the first month or so, because it kind of really opens up this this window for top Alliances to item out and just lose in Alliance Quest and not be able to complete it, which allows other Alliances to kind of soar to the top. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this is actually going to work there. But modifiers, again, I don't really know how I feel about them yet. Just want to see them in kind of action and see exactly how they're going to work out. But also on top of that, we do have some changes to the mini bosses in Alliance Quest, and I think everybody for the most part has got a slightly easier mini boss, apart from map 7 and maybe map 5 as well. So map 7, we've got Annihilus in place of Omega Red, and the nodes are going to be Aggression Armor. We got Sadist, we got Soft Guard as well, and also Opportunist on the second one. So the nodes by themselves, they're not crazy bad on Annihilus, but Annihilus is an annoying champion to fight, especially when it's like a 300-400k version of Annihilus that you need to fight twice every single round of Alliance Quest with all of the additional modifiers on. I don't imagine that is going to be fun if people opt for that. But, you know, we'll get used to fighting Annihilus, we'll dominate this man, and it'll be alright. But it's definitely a bit of a step up from that very straightforward Omega Red at the moment. Map 6 is going from Mephisto to Symbiote Supreme, so that's seems like it's going to be a little bit more easy, in all fairness. It does have kinetic transference there, but if you can intercept, I really don't think it's going to be that bad. Then map 5 is swapping out Morningstar for Red Skull, and this guy has a special 2 bias, kinetic transference, and also stun immunity, only in the second section. So I think this Red Skull might be a little bit more annoying to contend with. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see on that one, man. Red Skull's just a little bit of a pain as he is at the moment. So yeah, I imagine a lot of people aren't really looking forward to that too much. Map 4 swaps out Deadpool for Ronin. So maybe a little bit more difficult there. There's nothing like node-wise that makes him super annoying though. And then map 3 swaps out the Hulkbuster mini-boss for Gamora, so I think this should be a little bit more easy, man, in all fairness, because Gamora is just so straightforward to fight. Just bait out those special ones, and she's also a lot more flimsy than Hulkbuster in comparison. So overall, I think there's a lot of positive stuff for kind of the mid-season Alliance Quest update. I'm very excited to see some of the changes to the Glory Store, and there is like this additional level of challenge and mix-up that's going to be happening with the Alliance Quest modifiers. And again, I'm a little bit open to these. Like, the rewards seem really, really good, because they are making like Alliance Quest a lot harder, but it seems like in the process as well, the rewards in terms of the tier 5 basic, tier 2 alpha on a weekly basis have just shot up like an absolutely astronomical amount. So I'm open to it, man. I like more challenge, I like more reward, and Alliance Quest at the moment, it's definitely got a little bit more stale in the last few months as you become more used to it, accustomed to it. So I'm excited to see this spice it up, because it is one of my favorite modes of gameplay at the moment. But yeah, I really don't know. This could turn out to be really rubbish. It could turn out to be a great little feature that's very rewarding, but I'm open to it. We'll try it out, we'll see how it works, and base my feedback off of that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about some of the changes coming to Alliance Quest in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's breakdown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.